Hello and welcome back to Starfield 2026. This is a New Game Plus playthrough, so spoilers, you've been warned. We are doing the Shattered Space add-on DLC. But for the moment, I'm going to diverge from this a little bit because Barrett wants to talk, and I think I know what this is about. So let's go talk with Barrett and follow up with him. He started pestering me while I was trying to sell loot, so apparently it's fairly important. Oh, and I changed my buttons while I was selling so I could have... Basically, I wanted to put my my melee weapon on a button, so we no longer have buttons for these guys. So 1, and that's button 3, and I think I'm going to do personal atmosphere on button 2 for now. Hey Barrett,
do you have time to talk? I had a favor to ask. Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you. Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit.
Okay, so Procyon 6B. Oh yeah, everybody had words to say about our recent adventuring. So we're going to depart from Varun Kai temporarily. We shall be back. Oh, at some point I did get it all painted black. So we are space black. Although I don't think that in Starfield they've actually used pure black for the space. Okay. Kind of a long jump, but we've got plenty of fuel. Oh, and while I was selling, I jumped around a few times, so we actually don't have to stop midway.
Switching grab drive to normal propulsion.
Wrong place, wrong time. Shit. It's the Mantis! Mantis!
Target shield on grab drive.
Hey, spacer. So he won't attack us because he knows we're the Mantis. He's scared. So we can't hail him or anything. All we can do is target lock. So yeah, let's not worry about him. So we scan, find out what the resources are, and we head to the temple. Apparently, Vladimir managed to bingo the temple perfectly. I don't adventure enough with Barrett. I ought to take him along on one. Maybe we'll take him for Crimson Fleet. Okay, I've got phase time queued up and my good weapon queued up. Actually, let's make sure the sniper's reloaded. There.
It's times like this when it feels like we've really pushed the boundaries of humanity, you know?
Okay, so the entrance is off to the left. This should still be the abbreviated temple, I think. I've taken out the add-ons for the temple stuff. I know that the no more temples kind of still is in effect. I don't know whether we're going to have to solve this one or not. I will go with it if we do. I've decided that since we can upgrade parts with the quantum essence, I'm willing to run the temple puzzles that we have to run. Probably should have not worried about the temple puzzles at all. Oh, okay, so there's you. Spacesuit, Barrett, you're not going to freeze. There we go. Okay, so if we have a temple, we have the puzzles. So if we jump through the Unity, we're going to have to be doing temple puzzles to get our powers. Or, just, shoot spaceborne, which I can get behind. Bada boom.
Sometimes these places are kind of... Hello, universe. Just being serious.
This is Barrett. Returning your call.
What in the... Who in the... Whoa?
What happens if I get between the two?
Hello, handsome. You got to be joking. Nope. Okay. Skipping the initial shock of it all. Agreed. Not worth it. Forming a hypothesis. That doesn't make sense. Cloning is a complicated procedure involving a lot of complex science. This was... a whole lot weirder. That's one way to put it. You know, my captain asked the same thing. Different captain, though, so you aren't an exact facsimile. From my readings, you don't have your appendix, and you're a quarter of a centimeter taller than me. Minor differences, but fascinating. I wonder what else is different. Me, accurate. accurate. I'm just, passing through. Molecular binary schism? Temporal twinning? Group hallucination? Don't forget the fluctuations in the energy patterns, which align almost deterministically. Harmonized vibrations, distorting some mechanical barrier between neighboring universes? Impossible to know with such a minute subset of readings. We need more data. Obviously. I'll be Barrett Prime. Amundsen is fine. Usually the barrier between us is too thick to communicate much anyway. Amundsen? Now I know you're not me. Hey, one of us has to keep it classy. Why stop at 2? It won't work. The energy required increases exponentially per anomaly. I'm already exhausted. In a way that's hard to describe. Not physically or mentally, but something else. Sorry, friend. You'll feel right as rain when I dissipate. Whoa there. Sustaining this connection requires a lot of concentration. Is this permanent? You will eventually monitor the energy fluctuations and agree. But no, this is unusual. I could study this forever. Irvin told me to just enjoy it and collect data on the side for later. And I'm glad I did. Irvin? He's with you. He's okay? By the tone of your voice, I'm gathering some things in our lives might be a bit different. Is he happy? Yes, he is. Our daughter pilots the ship after Vasco was destroyed. But otherwise, we've survived the war well. Going on 20 years now. But we're starting to turn the tide. Imagine all of the variations. It's endless. Amazing. Sounds like you don't have a daughter here, I take it. No. We talked about it, but no. We named her after Aja, my mentor. She died in the crossfire between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective decades ago. For me, Irvin died instead of Aja in that crossfire. She's best friends with Cora, and she's smart as hell. Of course she is. Oh, man. I only hope the new one we're building is just as salty as the last one. It's been so long. The horror of the infinite is the inclusion of the unimaginable. I promise. He's happy. We're happy. I have so many questions. I wonder how many paths I've taken. We've taken.
There's something.
How many variations? How many ended with heartache and how many with joy? I think about that all the time. Wait. What's that noise? Starborn ship. We can handle this. On it.
Okay. I'm thinking. When we see him.
No moment here.
Stop time. He was kind of a wimp.
Just look at this place. Incredible. Not your Barrett. Sorry. Something happened. I can't hold on to you. I'm struggling. Being pulled through the barrier. This is probably it, friends. Mom and son, cherish every moment. I already do, my friend. I promise.
Okay, and now, if we look here, we see Parallel Self is now level 2, just like the rest of them. So the add-on that has you skipping temples is very carefully written to not grant you the temples that you get when you do quests, so it doesn't double up.
So look, for the record, I am the same Barrett that came here with you. For sure. I think. Is the ship my secret lair then? I guess? I would have preferred something with more seating. And maybe a fireplace. Something cozy. Oh well. Hey, at least I didn't pull an army of knees out of thin air, right? Imagine that.
I wonder if we could find a ship module with a fireplace and a lot of seating.
Kinda. I mean, here's the thing. It's pretty exhausting in a way that's hard to describe. A second one of me seems... well, frankly, it seems like it would kill me. But yes, I tried. Briefly. Then I stopped when I realized how impossible it would be. Makes me tired just thinking about it. Besides, it is a bit exhausting to sustain just one extra me. Anyway, it's a relief, you know. I have this ability, this power. And I'm still just... me. Just regular Barrett. And I already feel like it's subsiding. I no longer feel like I'm in a huge crowd. I thought so too. Other me, other Barrett, seemed like he was able to handle himself well in that fight. Anyway, we'll see. If the other me gets in the way, I could just release him, or stop using the power entirely. For now, I just need to use this power a bit and digest what all has happened.
I'm not even sure they got their weapons drawn in that fight.
That's pretty exhausting, really. So I might only do it when I feel like we could use backup. For now, anyway.
Okay, so he's dismissible. That was faster than I expected, so... that finishes Worlds Apart. Let me make a note of that real quick. Okay, and now, what do we want to do? We've only got 20 minutes of recording in the can, but I don't want to start any of those yet. I think I may take Barrett with me on deep cover when I do it. I don't want to do any of those, really. We could head back to New Atlantis and do some of this stuff around town with Barrett. Wouldn't suck. How are we doing for our affinity check? Consumable, Infinity Terminal. So Sam's actually the low man on the totem pole. Yeah, let's take Barrett and go on back to New Atlantis and do a little bit of stuff around town until we, to fill out the rest of the episode here. Since we're in the neighborhood. We can start with talk to Sergeant Yumi. I'll see if I can remember to put down chapter markers for these.
Breathing in the air here. You'd imagine it would smell like any other city, but it smells tranquil. That makes sense. like the air carries a dash of herbal tea with it.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please.
It's good to be home, right? Okay. Scan me.
You're clear.
A bounty. Yay! I forgot to check that. It would have been embarrassing to have a bounty at this point.
How can I help you, Captain? Oh, Captain. I don't know if we've met yet. I'm Sergeant Yumi.
Hi, Yumi.
You wouldn't be here about the job, would you? Might not be worth your time, considering your rank.
Yeah, these quests are supposed to get us familiar with the city, but we're going to do it anyway.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Sure.
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer.
Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
Okay.
See you later.
There's one. Let's just do them one at a time. So this is keeping the peace.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis.
Oh wait, we can go over here and catch the elevator. That'll work.
You are, of course, welcome at any time here at Mast. Same as anyone. Just be aware that you are being monitored. I hope you're not here to report something. If you are, it means you've seen far too much. They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for a member of the Vanguard. Admirable. I bet qualities like that are precisely why you've moved so quickly up the ranks. I shouldn't, but I always do. Part of the job, really. We're always trying to fill in the blanks. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi, and the job's done.
Okay.
Good luck with the mission.
Oh, come on. Can I get a picture of you looking at me? I guess not. Close enough. And we're going to use fast travel instead of the NAT because getting to the NAT station is a bit of a trot. Whoops. Yes. There's a few quests here in town, which I may or may not have heard about, but I know about, so we're going to go take care of them. Yeah, I'll just keep doing minor stuff until we're done for the night.
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. See you later, Captain.
Did I? Oh, haha. Yeah, I forgot to do. I forgot to pick up the package. Because I'm a Goomba. Even with that little blue dot reminding me, still forget. See if I can get a picture of this that's decent. This is a case where you'd want a vertically oriented picture. We can do that. Whoops, not that one. Go back to here. Okay, so I'm going to put a frame on it. I'm going to do a classic cover. And we're going to go with a wider field of view, just like that. So it all fits on the book cover. There we go.
How's the Still have questions? Go ahead. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? Oh yeah, once I had a recruit who was basically bred to be UC security. I mean, his favorite book was our training manual. He knew every rule, every procedure, and on top of that was a pinpoint marksman. But he lacked exactly what you are talking about. Initiative. He ended up transferring to a desk job after a year. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Decent amount of credits. I saw the experience bar move, that's always good. So now we're going to go talk to the bartender at the viewport, who may or may not have been grumbling to security.
Always good to see another badge.
Anything I can do for you? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
Oh boy, I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice, know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new girl? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep, spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded.
no.
Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Say no more. Challenge accepted.
I like Barrett's idea there.
God,
I'll do
you
whatever I
have
can.
no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
Sweet talk 'em.
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlantis Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh? I'm not worried.
I'll figure out
I'm
something.
annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
It'll be fine.
See you around.
Okay, Barrett, let's go spring this lady's cargo from the impound lot. I think I can just, talk my way through this. Since I did kind of make a talky character. But probably want to pop a Paramore before we do. So Paramore, I believe, is my 25% persuasion chance for 10 minutes. I have a lot of them. Someday I'll know how to make them myself. I'll be able to just, carry 100 with me at all times. And at that point, I probably won't need to convince anybody of anything because we will have already done everything. But, it is what it is. Hey, that might be a reason someday to go through the Unity again, is when I've been everywhere and done everything. Okay, just in case things go bad, there's a quick save. Hey.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with?
Yep, there's my persuade.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there.
I'm just gonna hit manipulation here.
I think you may be right. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it.
That was a green
Anyone
5.
asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. All right, make it quick, will you?
Let's just get Nessa's package. I'm going to ignore the other stuff. I'm going to ignore the mech components. I'm going to ignore the seized cargo. Because we have a ton of credits on us already, and that doesn't make a big difference.
you enter the city, please keep moving. Okay. No bowing.
Howdy.
Hi.
Hey there, new girl. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't.
Let me put it this way. Have you seen a series of movies called Star Wars? Don't worry, I called in a favor.
Oh, did you? Well, I know who to go to next time I need to renew my liquor license. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much.
Okay, she gave us something called a supernova.
Catch you later.
And a supernova is a drink that gives you 12% persuasion, it increases your oxygen, and it decreases oxygen recovery, which is kind of a normal set of things. Next thing we're gonna do is hop over here next door.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays. If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs.
Did I already do this?
That's of no concern to you. I told you at the end of our business that we will not speak about it. Do not mention my work again. Back to it then.
Oh,
Okay.
that guy.
I already did
His
that
name
one.
is,
Okay, the next thing I think I'm gonna want to do, pop down here. Now we came through, we already got the Model G robot.
Have something.
Did I do the power outages one?
Yes? Oh, right. Almost forgot about it. This is for you.
Thank you, sir.
Try it out for myself? You might want to rethink that.
I should probably have actually looked at the list of pending quests and picked some rather than just going where I think there is some. Ah, there she is.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
I could help.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Okay. Let's start chasing down these junction boxes. It's not hard.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh wow, really? wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's. And maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
Hey, Sergeant Yumi's got another mission for me when we're done here. Yeah, these are all missions that kind of get you on a tour of the space and let you get your feet wet and work out where things are.
This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right? You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
Not that I don't like helping them. It's the optics of it. I've got friends.
Here, maybe? Yeah, it's going the right direction.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of fill attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met? Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
Oh, we're going to follow her.
So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
Okay, I'll meet you at the Trade Authority. This delay will give me a chance to stretch my legs for a moment.
Keep making the settled systems a more peaceful.
The Trade Authority seems to be doing just fine for themselves, unsurprisingly.
Just have to wait for her to get up here. Here she comes.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, Luisa, we're gonna be fine.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Relax. She's not going to want to get blood all over this nice clean floor.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
Okay.
Problem?
Onward. It's up there. I don't think I can get up to that level using my jetpack.
Nice to meet you.
Which means we have to use the arrows to find the stairs that are hidden way back here.
Hey there. You should be getting close.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe,
45A, okay?
We're headed for 47B. No, we're headed for 45A.
How are you doing?
We're headed for that. This way. Here we go. Wonder what happens if you go to the other box first.
Thank you for trusting that a lifelong employee of Mask knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great. And that was indeed the correct junction box.
Lots
See
of
that
talky-talky
zone?
coming up.
Yes, fine. Let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
First of all,
And I can
Second of all,
begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see where this trail leads. If you head topside, I'll pull the diagrams we'll need and contact you.
Okay. So we go topside.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Looks like it's pinpointed to me.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
I wonder, we do need to pick a lock to get in, but I'm wondering if there's like a key hidden here somewhere. You know, for people that don't do the whole lock picking thing. Just curious. Of course, it is a novice level lock, so anybody should be able to pick this. There's outside one, either, and inside. So this guy needs to go here-ish. Yeah. Leaving you with that.
You're done? Impressive.
We're going to leave everything in here alone except for the computer, unauthorized computer. Grand stats, slicing target ATM transaction fee. 1,000th of a credit per transaction. Anything interesting at all in here? I don't think so. Yeah, nothing interesting going on here. So we'll leave the door wide open, let somebody else burgle the place if it's going to be burgled. So we've got 2 ways we can go to get back down there. We can take the net, or we can just run. I'm just going to run.
What? Hey there.
Have you got the data? So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it? Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
Thing about the trade business? Who you know matters as much as anything else. Be my guest.
If I sell anything to you, I think I have already done all of the sales. Well, actually, we've got a couple of advanced UC security stuff. I'm just going to sell off the uniform bits. Essentials, collectibles. I like how those are broken apart.
The Trade
So,
Authority appreciates your
looks
visit.
like maybe someone thought they could hack into Calibank's system. In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law?
This is probably a better picture of the three of us.
Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it
Well,
is.
I'll leave you two chatting. And we're going to go pick up that next task from Sergeant Yumi.
If this shift doesn't end soon, my man is not gonna be happy.
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale. Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps. Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved.
Will do.
Let me know if you have any questions.
So, break it dawn. I think we've been to the Dawn's Roost, so we can just fast travel there if I can hit the right button. There it is, right there.
All of our signature dishes are unique to the Roost. You won't find anything like them anywhere else.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats. I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day.
And there were some conversation options there that I didn't explore, and I probably should have.
I talked to my insurance, and they said they don't cover that.
Hey, no funny stuff with that post pack.
I'm pretty sure we don't need to do anything to buff up our persuade on this guy.
Oh, I can't believe that Octavio, that liar, that manipulator, that... Yes, the man who... Wait, what? He's accusing me of theft? The nerve of that Lothario! 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter! It was supposed to be a romantic dinner, our last, before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us, then I went off!
Dude, you probably had the phone number so we could call the Dawn's Roost and do something special for you. Did you think about that?
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return. I don't care. I'm not giving it to you. True, I don't want to go to prison. I've heard stories and they rarely end well. You're right. My stubbornness gets me in trouble far too often. I see. If this is official UC security business, I'd rather not be arrested. Fine. I may be extremely agitated, but I want no part of a UC prison. Here.
Okay, go back to Yumi now. No need to go slow. So he's here. I think that's our closest. Interesting that he doesn't get a travel point there at his front door.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay. No.
Captain. Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back? Excellent. I'm sure the victim will be pleased to know their property has been returned. You acquitted yourself well again. I dare say you might have a knack for police work. Hardly surprising for a captain of the UC Vanguard, but still, impressive nonetheless. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
Apparently, we need to talk to Barrett again.
Got a moment? Let's catch up. I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice. It was surreal, honestly. So most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that. True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset. He said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset. Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help. Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail. No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. His former employers had some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company. It is, but I was thinking about it and, well, it's still wrong, right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes. That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense? I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
Okay. I think with that, I'm going to call it a recording here. We still have other quests in the area we could do, but that's enough for now. Time to take a break. I will see you in the next recording, which we might pick up here doing more little quests, or we maybe go back to Vurunkai and Dazra and all of that. I will see you in the next recording.